Welcome to our series where we will recommend a mystery movie based on a topic, genre, or actor. In this episode, because you guys seem to love Donnie Yen so much, I thought I would look at a recent Yen film that I feel flew way under the radar. So, let's check out this mystery Donnie Yen film.
还有吗？过来试试。现在教你们最后一课。
对了，你为什么那么厉害啊？
That's right, the movie that we're going to look at in this video is the 2018 Hong Kong-China co-production called Big Brother, a movie that I really loved, and I don't hear too many, if any people, talking about it. Unlike most of Yen's more contemporary output, such as the Iceman series, the Iceman films, or even his one-off productions like Enter the Fat Dragon or Raging Fire, Big Brother is definitely more of a comedy drama film with action scenes. At times, a little reminiscent of the popular 90s teen drama film Dangerous Minds. In fact, the plot is very similar, with Big Brother adding a few more elements of drama, such as a property developer who wants the school's land. So now that you're interested in knowing more, what is Big Brother about? Donnie Yen plays a character called Henry Chen, an ex-veteran with a checkered history who returns to Hong Kong and seeks a job at his old high school as a social science teacher. The school is in a bit of trouble. There isn't much funding. The facilities are not as good as they should be, and most of the students would rather be anywhere else than school. He is hired, but the faculty isn't convinced he's the right person for the job. His students, though, quickly warm to his personality and unique way of engaging them in class. He seamlessly involves himself in their school and personal lives, helping students get back on track or improving their family relationships. Such as Jack, who lives with his grandmother and works for the local gang leader in the hopes of making enough money to afford a larger house. Or Gladys, who dreams of being a race car driver but is all but ignored at home by her father, who focuses all his attention on her little brother. With the funding situation at school becoming more and more dire, and with the knowledge that a scandal or two will close the school down, making the land easier to acquire for luxury housing, Kane Law, the local gang leader and ex-classmate of Henry, starts to stir up some trouble. But he doesn't know that Henry's there, who will do anything to defend both the school and his students. As a storyline, nothing too complex. Easy to follow, with some entertaining main and supporting characters. The brilliance in this movie, in my opinion anyway, is the presence of Donnie Yen in the role of Henry Chen. Well, there are quite a few recognisable faces in this film, especially for fans of TBV drama series or 90s and noughties Hong Kong action thrillers. It's Yen who absolutely steals the show with his trademark smile and on-screen presence. And this might upset a few of you, but I feel that this film was much better than everything else that came out from him around this time. Much better than Iceman, Iceman 4, Mulan, and Enter the Fat Dragon. In fact, in my opinion, only Raging Fire is the better Yen film from the last 5 years. So why do I want to recommend this film to you? Well, there's just something really relatable about the storyline. All of us have been to high school, so we all have first-hand experience. You might not have been to a high school as rough as Tuck Chi Secondary School, but the people were mostly the same. The film's cast of characters is what Forrest Gump would describe as a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Except in this case, we know what we are getting. Gaming-addicted brothers, teachers who want to help, that rough kid who always wants to fight. And speaking of fights, it wouldn't be a Donnie Yen film without some action, right? And while this movie is more of a drama than an action film, the fights that are here are well worth the price of admission, especially the awesome MMA fight in the locker room that occurs around 52 minutes in. There's obviously a big fight scene at the end that ties up the whole movie, with a few smaller fights scattered throughout the film as well. Worth noting also is the go-karting scene. a well choreographed go-kart race between father and daughter that goes from the track into a wet market and ends up with a rather emotional scene. These are the things that make Big Brother well worth your time to watch. But it's not all perfect. It suffers what most Hong Kong movies suffer from, and that is the dramatic overacting, especially in the rather emotional scenes. At times, they kind of ruin what the movie's going for, and turn a heartwarming scene into a rather awkward melodrama. It also makes no secret who the bad guys are. They're very cartoonish, to the point where they are completely overdone. Stylistic facial hair, cigars, loud shirts, and even louder personalities. It just screams triad bad guy. But then again, you could say the same thing about Yen's good guy character. Clean cut, neat clothes, and a pleasant persona. There's a definite distinction between the two of them. And of course, you have the China influence in this film. Stay in school, study hard, and listen to your parents. It's a strong message that's really rammed down your throat hard at the end of the film. However, this is a great, underappreciated, and hardly ever spoken about Donnie Yen film that I'm really happy to recommend to you. We hope you enjoyed this look at Big Brother. Stay tuned as we explore more Asian films that you may not have considered watching. Please press the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to see the next one.